I'm going to share something with you. Something real, something meaningful. But before I do, I need you to give me your word. Promise me that whatever you take away from this, as much time as may pass, you'll use it to create something meaningful, something real, something wonderful. Not just for you, but for the ones watching. Even the ones you don't know are watching. Because whether you know it or not, everyone has the potential to become an example. Good afternoon, students, teachers and staff, director, family, and the class of 2025. My name is Santos Hidalgo Agüero, and this is my senior talk. An example can be defined as someone you look up to, someone who inspires you, who pushes you to grow and see the world differently. For me, that realization came in as I stepped into roles that demanded more of me.
That challenged my comfort zone and helped shape who I am today. I had to be honest. Being an example can be made to seem scary. And through moments like these, I needed my rock. Someone to show me how to keep going when the world doesn't stop. For me, that's my sister, my example. With her constant guidance and presence, unwavering support and sacrifice, she showed me what it meant to be a true example. Because of her, I started to see myself differently. Not as someone waiting for things to happen, but as someone capable of creating change. I didn't just stumble into the roles that I've taken on. They weren't just handed to me. And I didn't just show up. I poured myself into them. I stepped into unfamiliar spaces, pushed past doubt, and took on challenges that most people have never even seen. Because I believed I could. But because someone believed in me first. Now, how did I make the most of the opportunities I had? I took a chance and found more examples that would lead me to something new and life-changing. Really, my journey began as I took on leadership, which has been a huge part of my life, as I've took on many leadership roles. All this work of being the person that people turn to came as soon as I stepped into high school. It all began as I started to apply myself to director's class. Honestly, having director as my teacher changed how I saw leadership. His leadership wasn't loud or commanding. It was intentional, observant, and empathetic. Because of him, I started to see that real leadership begins not with taking charge, but by first taking notice. Honestly, when director first approached me with the opportunity to become the leader of the genetics unit in 9th grade biology, I couldn't believe that I was being trusted with such a huge honor. Really, never in a million years would I have believed it if you told me in freshman year that Santos, yeah, that Santos, could someday become ASB president and varsity cheer captain. But I took the title, and I pushed myself and those around me to make the best museum possible. Since then, I've carried that with me everywhere. I was and am a walking investment of leadership. I am an example of what happens when people invest in you. Now, through the many, many Saturdays that we spent on this campus, the late afternoons, I advocated. I rolled up my sleeves to get the job done. And when we did, we made history at GPA with each tour that we gave. Honestly, at the end of the year, I thought I was done with leadership. A one and done deal. Kind of like a one-hit wonder. Yet, I kept going. I pushed through, and I made others proud. Through hard work, confidence, kindness, and leadership, I was breaking records by doing the unexpected. I took on challenges that no one else would and started to show people my light without fear. People started to see me for what I truly am, a hardworking and genuine person. I started to make myself proud. From becoming the first boy in cheer in 8 years, gaining recognition on a congressional level, finding self-love, and taking and passing every single AP course available to me in high school. None of this was easy. But what great thing is, you don't grow when things are easy. You grow when you're stretched, when you're uncertain, and when you find the courage to keep moving forward anyway. Just this year, I underwent stress on an unimaginable level. From starting college applications early, yet again, I didn't give up. And I gained early admissions on a full ride scholarship to a top private school in New York. Me, a boy who grew up on Hilltop, thinking, I'm gonna be stuck here. Thinking, I'm never gonna make anything of myself. I've kept moving forward because just like GPA, I've done too much for myself to ever let myself go back. I challenged the limitations. I became an example. I'm eternally grateful for all those that I mentioned today, and to those that supported me off stage, to my teachers, my coaches, my mentors. Thank you for all the lessons you taught me, but most importantly, for your empathy when life happened. Thank you for teaching me to reach for the stars because I can reach them. To my friends, you've never stopped trying to be my friends. You never stopped trying to get to know the real me. Even when life had me focused on 50 other things, you never lost faith in me. To director, from all the years you've seen me grow, from 6th to 12th grade, you saw me as an individual. You saw me for what I wanted to be, not what was expected of me. Thank you for being a leader and for helping me find the true strength that I have in myself. To my siblings, I want you to know that no 7, 10, 13-year age gap could ever stop my endless appreciation. You've never left me alone. You were there for me through every tough conversation, and you always believed that I could. I couldn't be prouder to say that I'm your little brother. And although I really don't say it enough, I love you guys. Para mis padres, que me dieron todo el mundo, cuando el mundo nunca les dio nada a ustedes. Quiero que sepan que yo soy el fruto de sus sacrificios. Muchas gracias, mami, papa. To my parents, who gave me the world. Who gave me the world when they had nothing. I want you to know I am the product of your sacrifices. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Remember when I asked you to make me a promise? Promise me that you'll never be scared or intimidated, catching yourself think, I don't know what to do. Or, I just don't know how to help. Just remember, there will always be examples to look up to in life, to get inspiration from. Seek growth. But don't ever let yourselves forget. The most important example is the one you become for others. Because whether you know it or not, you make a difference. Realize your opportunity as an example. You realize it's the greatest honor to know that you're an inspiration. And if you doubt that, think of the people who were examples to you, who probably didn't even know that they were being seen. No one ever waits to be perfect to make an impact. They simply tried, with love and with heart. So can you. Underclassmen, juniors, start with becoming runners. Help your classmates. Help your teachers. Start the classroom discussion and be enthusiastic. Have the integrity to do the right thing when no one is watching. The most influential people aren't always the ones trying to teach. They're the ones who show us what's possible just by being. That is the wonder of being an example. Thank you. My name is Santos. This concludes my senior talk.